Starfish, Cayo Guillermo, Cuba. This is the resort where we stayed. Had the best beach out of all the resorts on the strip. Beautiful white sand, shallow waters. I just kept going and going. And it was hot. The week before we left, it was in the minus 30s Celsius. When we got there, it was in the mid-20s. Incredible. And I got to drink coconut water, have the coconut meat inside the coconut. One of our friends, the gardeners, opened it up for us. It was amazing. What an experience. And one of the entertainment staff at the resort braided my hair. I've still got the braids in. I try to hold on to them as long as I can because I just love my hair in braids. Here we took a horse and carriage. Definitely not the horse and carriage you see in North America, but here it is, to Playa Pilar, which is one of the most beautiful beaches in Cuba. This was the day of our excursion. We went on speedboats in a lagoon, and we came across many royal palm trees, which is the national tree of Cuba. We drove in the lagoon part, in the mangroves, where we saw quite a few birds, and you'll never guess, termite nests. I never knew that termites built their nests near water. I even got to drive the boat, which was an incredible experience, and I did not hit the other boat in the lake. We moved on to a farm where they grow coffee beans and cacao, which is where we get chocolate from. This is a jotilla, a little rodent, super cute, drinking guava juice. Here's my husband grinding coffee beans. We even had a taste of their coffee, and it was so strong and amazing. This is made out of utensils, and we found it at a gallery in the city of Moron. These are the streets of Moron. Bicycle taxis are quite popular there. And the rooster, it's city bird. We came across quite a scandalous statue. We had to cover it up. And yes, we did see a few old-timing cars, although they're not as popular as a lot of people may think. And here was the best dessert we had on the resort. Fried plantains with crepes, a bunch of different liqueurs. It was amazing. Bye-bye, Cuba.
All that you've just seen is a part of Cuba. And there were some photos that kind of hinted at the real Cuba. Because when you go to Cuba, you go to a resort, and the resort Cuba is not the real Cuba. The real Cuba is going into the cities and seeing how the people live and how destitute they really are, knowing that they can't get hygiene supplies like toothpaste. They can't get the medicinal supplies like we have at our disposal here in North America. So I just wanted to share a little bit of what I found out going to Cuba. The resort was nice, as you could see, lots of beautiful pictures. The ocean was amazing, and the fauna and the flora, everything about it was beautiful. But it was really important for my husband and I to go outside of the resort to see what Cuba looks like and how do the Cubans live their lives and what it's like for them. And we found out that it's actually terrible right now. It's a lot of complicated information, so I'm not going to try to lay it all out here. But basically, they've had put upon them a mandatory credit card system for everybody. And because of that, and of course many different factors, inflation has gone through the roof. Now, we in North America obviously are feeling inflation with mortgage and grocery prices rising, and lots of things are getting more expensive for us. But there, it's not a matter of maybe cutting some really luxuries that we're used to, but them it's survival. And the fact that they can't get their hands on basic needs that we could go to a dollar store and get in North America. And really the Cubans that work at the resorts have the best jobs in Cuba, because not only do they get their monthly paycheck of about between $20 to $40, but they also get tips for their services. And that's what actually really made the resort one of the best things, was the staff. They were so friendly, so helpful, really invested in getting to know you as a person. And they're not just doing it for the tips, although we as Canadians and whoever goes there wants to help them because we know the situation. Although my husband and I didn't know the situation before we went there. But really, even though they're destitute and they don't have the basic things that we have here at home, they're happy in the sense that they know they have family, they know they have each other, and they hold on to that very tightly. And that's something that we in North America can learn from them, to hold on to, I guess, the blessings that you do have, the meager blessings, but you hold on to them anyways because that's what you've got. So I just wanted to explain what real Cuba is really like. And for anybody who is hoping to see Cuba one day or go, it's worth it. And if you get a package deal, it's not that expensive. It's easy to, I'm not going to say it's easy. I know everybody's life is different and there's different financial needs in everybody's life. But I think for many of us, it's very doable to budget in over the year to save up for a trip to Cuba, if that's something that interests you. And we've discovered that since now we really know what Cuba's like, next time we're going to bring suitcases packed full of hygiene supplies and medical supplies and just things that could bring them joy. Although, as I said, they hold on to their blessings and that does bring them joy. That's my trip to Cuba. So, anyways, next week I'm back to teaching writer's help and writer's advice.